Hey, Abel.
Hey, Brandon.
Hey, you want to have a conversation?
Sure, man.
Okay, I want to talk to you about a few things. Did you see this O.J Simpson getting on Twitter?
Yeah, I saw him. Okay, so Monday at work we do a thing called Founders Day, and basically we go and we help people out, do stuff for charity and whatnot. Well, we have intermissions sometimes, and you know what? I spent that whole goddamn 30 minutes looking at OJ's Twitter.
I know, and I was watching videos, but he talks about if you want the answers, just follow me.
Yeah, follow me.
So
first of all, what answer is he gonna give me?
Is he gonna tell how he killed his wife? He wrote that book. I don't know if it ever got
released. Wouldn't be some shit if he said that and he was wearing gloves.
Yeah, I'm shocked to see him have a Twitter account.
You know the crazy thing about it?
What?
It's like, oh my God, O.J Simpson has a Twitter. Does he have a fucking Instagram?
Can ex-cons have?
I don't know, man.
Social media accounts? And then he made a video about Kris Jenner and talking about how he kind of finally told the truth about that Khloe Kardashian isn't his daughter, because he said, a lot of, for a long time people thought that was his daughter because she doesn't look like Kim Kardashian. But he said, look, I never once found her attractive. I never once liked her. And what I got out of that was...
He was lying?
No. I wouldn't kill that girl. You think I would kill her? Ugh. Yuck. Yeah, it's funny to me, though. So my uncle, he gets autographs from football players all the time. And he'll just send them, he'll get their addresses offline and then write them a letter and say, hey, can I get an autograph? And the other day at work I said, hey, would you ever get O.J. Simpson's autograph?
What did he say?
He said, yeah, I could send him a picture of him putting on that fucking glove.
Well, you signed my glove.
That actually would be fucking good. Oh, do you think he would?
Damn, dude. Probably. Maybe. You never know, man.
He don't give a fuck, dude. He don't give a fuck. Okay, we were gonna review X-Men Dark Phoenix, but to be honest with y'all, I just don't give a fuck to see this movie. It's the seventh.
I still want to see it.
It's the seventh film in the fucking franchise. They've already done the Dark Phoenix.
You know the crazy thing about it is, when I first heard about that movie, they pushed that movie back, twice? Mm-hmm. It was supposed to come in November, and then they pushed it back, I think, to February of this year. Mm-hmm. And then, obviously, we got the second time was, June 7th. But, when I first heard that they were going to release it, and obviously, what's the other one? New Mutant?
Yeah, that still hasn't come out.
Yeah. So it's I was actually looking forward to seeing it, okay? But then you have the speculation, and you have that merger going on, and then you heard that movie was actually going to be, it was shit. So now...
It doesn't, and also, it doesn't help that Disney, bought the rights as these movies were about to be released. I think it kind of, overshadowed the release of these movies. And I don't think we'll ever see New Mutants. I really don't.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I got to a point to where it's probably going to be bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At first I wanted to see it, and now I want to see it because it's bad.
I don't know, man. I used to like Jennifer Lawrence, but you can just tell that she just does not want to be there.
Yeah, she don't give a fuck.
I think the thing was that, when the X-Men First Class came out, she wasn't famous at all. She was a new actress in Hollywood.
Wasn't she in Hunger Games though? That came out first.
No. The First Class came out before that.
Oh, really?
And then once she did the Hunger Games, she became this big actress, and I think she thought she was too good to do these movies. But I don't know, dude. The First Class was supposed to be set in the 60s. And then you're telling me that Charles Xavier and Magneto, they look exactly the same age as they did in the 60s. Yeah. And then it's supposed to be set in 92, and then the original X-Men movie is supposed to be set in 2000.
Well, I'm pretty sure they made it seem like whenever they did First Class, I'm pretty sure they're trying to get the assumption these last movies didn't fucking happen. Well, at least for the first X-Men.
Yeah.
Because, that was okay. Did you like the second X-Men?
Yeah, I liked X2.
You like X2?
I even liked X-Men Last Stand. I know a lot of people don't like that movie. X-Men Origins Wolverine is terrible. It's just pure fucking garbage.
Yeah, dude, it's horrible.
I'm gonna tell you my problem. I think what happened. I know everyone loves Days of Future Past. It is a good movie, but I think
which one is your favorite movie out of those three? Not counting the first three, but the other.
X-Men First Class.
First Class.
But I'm gonna tell you, I think Days of Future Past fucked up the franchise. I love that movie, but I think Matthew Vaughn originally was wanting to do a trilogy set in the early to late 60s. And
of that storyline?
Yeah. And then for some reason they pushed up Days of Future Past 10 years later, and then Apocalypse came out. They pushed that to the 80s for some unknown reason. And then this one's supposed to be set in the 90s. I think if it would have been the trilogy, they could have done a whole trilogy with Matthew Vaughn from the early to late 60s, and then they could have ended the third film with Logan come in. You're like, oh shit, Wolverine's in this?
I was hearing something about that too. Like that's how they should have ended it.
Did you hear about Fox making like a crossover movie with like a Fantastic Four and X-Men? And it was really going to be Civil War, and this is supposed to be before Marvel did Civil War.
About, like, can you imagine that? Like, what if they still did that shit?
With like the Josh Trank's fucking Fantastic Four. And then, God, it'd be fucking horrible.
Yeah, right, it'd be fucking horrible, dude.
Yeah. So, I mean, I just had no fucking interest seeing this movie. It could, I have no expectations, so I might be surprised.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I went in there having expectations. Nah, I don't anymore.
Yeah. But moving on to, in the same realm, I guess, to segue a little bit towards Marvel. Marvel released a photo this week of a spider web that looked like a Ford. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. My first go-to impression was, oh shit, they're going to bring Fantastic Four into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And I posted a thing on Facebook saying, oh man, we're finally going to get the Amazing Bagman, because that was Peter Parker's alter ego in Fantastic Four. And then I started reading up on it, and apparently they're going to take Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 4 script that was never released, and they're going to make it into a comic book, which I thought was awesome.
So what's going to be that story? Do you know?
Yeah, I read about it. It's the main villain's the Vulture.
Okay.
And they were going to have John Malkovich, and Bruce Campbell was going to come back, the guy who's like in all three of those movies, and he was going to play Mysterio just for a second. He's getting arrested in like a police station.
So you think that's where they're going to exactly how they...
My only thing is, I wonder if they're going to like draw because it's Alex Ross doing it, and he kind of like does like painting art, and I wonder if they're going to like draw them to look like the actual actors from the movies. Cool. That would be awesome. And like my dream would be, if this is successful, but they're like, fuck it, we're just going to make this into a fucking movie. Who cares, Yeah. That would be incredible.
And if it's that good, it'd probably outshadow the fucking third movie, too.
Yeah. I think people would kind of...
That would kind of... Yeah, exactly.
Kind of forgive the third movie.
Exactly, yeah.
But yeah, that was cool to see that. Also, this week, tonight, we posted our first podcast, and we launched everything. We launched our Instagram, our Facebook, our Twitter, our SoundCloud, our YouTube channel, and I was pretty surprised by the numbers. Yeah. We got 80 views in less than 20 hours, which I thought we would maybe get 7.
And probably not more than 80, but 70, I think, 70 something.
Something like that.
Something like that.
And I just hope it just keeps growing. And I really appreciate it. I want to thank everyone who listened to it and gave feedback.
I was going to say, this is our first time doing this, so,
Yeah. And, we're still... working on it.
We're still working on it. We still shooting ideas,
And if y'all have any ideas, please comment, give us suggestions. I got some today actually, which we'll talk about later in the week. But yeah, that's pretty much the conversation I wanted to have with you.
That was a nice conversation.
Yeah. Do you want to end the podcast with a little sneak peek of what's coming up?
What's coming up, Brandon?
We might talk about that movie. I forgot the name of it. It has that kid, Andy. He's the one. It's the one. He has the toy that comes alive.
It's Child's Play, man.
I think it's Toy Story.
No, I think it's Child's Play.
I don't know. We'll leave it there. Yeah, y'all decide what it is. But yeah, this is Brandon.
And this is Abel.
And this is an AB conversation.
Yeah.
So, see your way out.